Hi everyone, I'm coming to you from my grow house. It's a good day to be inside the grow house because it's raining. So I splurged on some plastic trays. I love the idea of using the cardboard ones, but it's not going to be very realistic. They'll fall apart pretty quickly. So I wanted to show you my seed selection and then talk to you about how to start your seeds and whatnot. Da-da-da. I always grow tons and tons of multiplier onions, any type of onions, chives. That is the #1 way to help your garden avoid pests. Carrots especially. I love companion planting. So I love planting things like lettuce in with carrots. I usually do a nice lettuce border around things. So I have, just wondering if I can change my direction here. No, can't. Okay, here we go. So we have our, these are all the spinach seeds and they're starting, but what you want to wait for are what's called true leaves. And true leaves are usually these top ones grow up and then the first ones come underneath. So you're going to want to wait till true leaves to put them outside. I have quite a few beans. I have a nice assortment of beans. We have scarlet runner beans, some pole beans, Kentucky Wonder. I like the Kentucky beans. And anything else? It was interesting getting seeds this year because so many were sold out already. And the Blue Lake, I really like the Blue Lake as well. Now I usually get, trying to see if I have it. Oh yeah, here. I usually get West Coast seeds. I just like supporting, the local seeds. But in the past, I have ordered my seeds online and it's way better. You get more bang for your buck when you do that. But right now I just don't have time to order any seeds. So I'm getting started with these. Like I said, there was a shortage of seeds everywhere. Okay, so back to what types. Kentucky Wonder, Scarlet Runner, Red Burgundy. I love just getting an assortment because nothing's better than having a beautiful plate, but you never know what's going to work and what's going to fail each year. And I watched a really interesting documentary on it's called The Cloud Forest of the Peruvian mountains, or the Appalachian. Anyway, in Peru, they sustain themselves by planting as many of one variety as possible. So when I get lettuce, I don't just get one type. I usually get at least 4 types, at least, but more like 10. So even if you're counting things like, I have a butter crunch here, leafy lettuce. I already planted out some red leafy lettuce, and I also planted out some, mesclun. Yeah, mesclun. I will come back to you in a little bit once I planted everything up. Oh yeah, winter density. So always plant like 4 or 5 varieties of something because you never know what the weather might bring or what pests might be in your garden that year, and also the timing. So on the back of the pack, it shows the timing of when things grow. And I almost always try to find something that, like this one says 7 to 10 days to sprout. And this one, 7 to 10 days to sprout. But when you get into other things like cucumber, for instance, I have 2 varieties of cucumber, 8 to 10 days. And then this one's 8 to 10 days. That's to sprout, right? But their growing times are going to be much different. Like the Straight 8 and the Space Master, they're going to grow at different lengths. So it says 57 to 64 days. And this one's 60 days. And then when we look at the actual growing time on the left-hand corner, 45 to 55 days for that one and 60 to 70. So yes, they sprout at the same time. but they grow at different times. So that's why you want to get as many different varieties in as possible. Now, onions, I interplant onions everywhere. With my flowers, with my veggies. I'll usually do like a row of lettuce and then a row of onions. And that really helps with pest control because pests do not like the smell of that. All right, I'm gonna get seeding and I'll come back to you in a minute.